say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's
Hey everybody, it's the Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio Show presents the Power Review Show, episode 308, titled Trust Me. I'm Preach here with the usual suspects, Bino, Tarantino in the studio, and we also have Voice in studio as well. So we were able to catch, in this Labor Day weekend, we were able to catch episode 308. And let's just start by saying this. We have been completely wrong about all predictions we've ever made, ever. We have no idea what we're doing.
Not only have we been wrong, y'all have been kind enough in the comments to tell us
which we really
how wrong
appreciate.
we are.
Yes.
Shout out to you. I can't even find out her name right now at the moment, but shout out to you. Y'all are wrong, and wrong. Yes, we are.
I truly, first and foremost, we like to say thank you to the people who have been commenting on our page, whether it be positive or negative, but we appreciate the interaction, so thank you for that. And thank you for calling us out every chance you get, because you've been doing a pretty good job at doing that.
But
so
guess
thank
what?
You.
This week we were right about something.
What we were right
about?
A couple, actually. A couple things.
I said it, and since this is YouTube and you can go back in the videos.
Right, yes, you can.
I made it clear. I said, whoa, something's going to happen with little Tariq here.
Right.
I even used the word kidnapping.
Well, here's the thing. You had said that Tariq has a role in this that we haven't discovered yet. I mean, before, obviously, yesterday's episode. But you had said that he's going to play an integral part in, I guess, something. Because he was being reckless, obviously, with school and Angie's gun and his relationship with Tasha and all that.
And him blocking his mom's shot the other day.
Right, exactly. So
getting
now,
yoked up by Pops.
which we all cheered. But now we see that I guess Kanan is now going to use Tariq as his pawn. So Kanan realizes, you know what? I have something up on Ghost. He's really trying to get information from Andre. And Andre's watching Tariq.
Right.
He's supposed to be picking up Tariq and playing ball with him, keeping him entertained. Kanan sees that and says, you know what? I can off him right now. And I don't know, like you said, I don't know where Tariq has learned his don't talk to strangers lessons from.
No kind of stranger danger, bro.
At all. None. Kanan rolls up to Tariq's school, says, hey, you want to ride?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. The St. Patrick's know how to sell some drugs.
I'm telling you.
But they don't know nothing.
And apparently drink
about
alcohol
stranger
too.
danger.
Unbelievable. So, he's joyriding with Kanan. They're going back and forth talking about, Kanan is explaining how, Ghost's old drug dealing days and so on and so forth.
Showing him the old neighborhood out in Queens and all that.
Right. And so Kanan ends up bringing Tariq to the spot he took from the old lady. God rest the dead.
Yes.
God, Jesus saves.
Yeah, of course.
And so I guess Kanan, came to a decision. He thought he was going to kill him.
Yeah, he literally had to strap out. He was ready for war.
Yep.
Until little Tariq said, man, I hate my daddy too.
And then he says, wait, what?
Wait a minute, you hate him too? They had a hug and cry fest. Come here, man.
So I guess Kanan discovers, hey, you know what? Rather than offing him, I guess he's better to me as a pawn, and I can use him to kind of get at Ghost. So who knows? I don't know how he's going to do that. Knowing Kanan, he's going to be brutal with it. But
I'll make a prediction.
Hopefully I'll be right with this one. Here we go.
I'll make a prediction.
Okay.
We're going to hear from the
Since
gallery.
This is all on you, B.
Yes.
Since Kanan lost his son, he's going to try to gain one off of Ghost's son. And it's going to be this. The tables are going to turn around.
Yeah,
again.
but let's not forget, it didn't end so well for Sean either, though.
It's not going to end.
Also, two, Ghost is going to realize it's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? Ghost is going to realize homie ain't home.
Yeah.
Well, is he realizing that? Because that's a great transition. So we notice Ghost is he's up to something. Like he's figuring something out. Explain the whole cigarette situation. So I guess he noticed that the cigarettes that the Serbs use isn't legal in the United States. And so I guess he's trying to find out where the supplier is.
Yeah, he's trying to get him on some smuggling type shit.
Right.
So that if he gets caught, he can get deported and sent back to wherever.
Right.
Back to Serbia.
But my thing is they're not going to deport all of his whole gang, Milan's gang,
But what makes them think that a deportation is going to stop Milan from doing what he's going to do?
The way this dude is evil, exactly.
Right.
A cigarette
But I think
smuggling?
it's deeper. I think there's a deeper plan.
It has to be.
It must
There has
As we
to
know
be a
with
deeper
this
plan.
show, we see the surface, but what's beneath the surface, we won't find out. But we got 2 more episodes left.
Right,
And I'm
absolutely.
pretty sure it's going to come to a head then. But the thing about it is, Milan knows Ghost is up to something.
Right.
Of course.
Right, which is crazy because now we're seeing with Tommy, which is really interesting. We're seeing with Tommy now that he's kind of seeing himself in the Ghost position, where Milan is giving him all this, I saved your life and I saw something in you, and you know what, you you may be able to take over my spot. So I can go away and you could take over the Serbian movement and all that. And Tommy's actually entertaining it. You kind of see it in his eyes like, you know what, Ghost, you wasn't around. I was holding it down. You know, he's putting the battery on my back.
Yeah.
So who knows? He may be right. I could be able to handle this whole thing
And then,
on my own.
Ghost got his ways, too. So Ghost is a hard dude to be that loyal to.
Right.
Because messing around with Ghost, you'll end up in jail for a night or two.
Right. He has no problem doing that.
Exactly.
None whatsoever.
So, I mean, again, but that's life period, though. You got to watch a dude who's always the number 2 dude.
Right.
Especially if a part of him wants to be number 1. There's certain
Right.
people who, like, they don't want the limelight, don't want the stress of being, wearing the crown. You can have that. But there's certain dudes who want to be the man.
Right.
Not everyone's built for that Robin shit. So
Right.
at the end of the day, he wants to come up.
He really impressed Milan with the whole how to distribute the pills because that was the next move.
He told them their plan.
Exactly. He let them know, listen, you guys got to get couriers and all that other type of stuff. All this other stuff you're proposing is not going to work. And you kind of see Milan like, wow, yeah, maybe he can be better as an asset.
Useful to us.
As opposed to just, we offing him later down the line, which kind of keeps Ghost in check because you kind of see they had the meeting at the club, which Ghost never wants.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was very upset with that.
Ghost sort of.
saw
Damn
both his legs.
Ruiz, the Asian dude,
Right.
the
Looking
damn
like a Haitian.
Catholic priest. Everyone's sitting
But
there.
what did we notice the most? We saw Ghost take kind of a back seat. Ghost was sitting with the rest of them. It wasn't like Ghost was front and
Tommy
center.
led the meeting.
Absolutely.
It's a power play. It's all power plays with this dude, Milan.
And they killed the Korean who questioned Milan.
right in front of him.
Yep.
And so what else? Anybody else want to argue? And so everybody has to get in line. And then you also see Ghost trying to negotiate with Ruiz, saying, listen, you got to have to help me out. I got a plan, and there's a way to get rid of Milan, and then I could give you all the work, and you be able to handle everything. So,
Milan got all these dudes shook.
yeah.
Ruiz is like, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Barbarian, bro.
Hey.
Jeez.
I don't know. I mean, yes, you're right on that, but, I hope, and we'll definitely find out in the next 2 episodes, but I hope there's a plan bigger than just
Than this whole cigarette thing, 'cause it's very light.
Right.
It's very light.
I really don't see this. And now we move into the underworkings of everything going on in the federal agency with Angie and Greg Knox and all the other agents. So you have Sandoval, who is getting a little worried. He gets proposed. Listen, the man who was working with Lobos, he's saying, listen, you need to get me $20,000 and get me up out of here.
Or else it's your family.
Or it's your family. And so Sandoval scrapping. I think we'll find out. I'll make a prediction here. I think Ghost will find out that Sandoval is the leak because Ghost is trying to do a couple things. He's trying to get rid of Milan and figure out who the leak is within Angie's
To save
division.
Angie, yeah. Andy himself.
Right. So I think, they had Ghost and Tommy had the interaction with the guy who was connected with Lobos, but Tommy went off the handle and shot him, went crazy, which kind of makes you a little bit apprehensive on what Tommy can do if he's the leader.
Think about it. Remember, he said that he was going to get him back for that dog. He said later on we're going to have to talk about my dog.
Right.
And he never forgot him, so that was
He brought
payback.
up Holly.
But
that was,
yeah,
that's
it was
another
Holly.
thing,
too.
It was Holly
Yeah,
that really
it wasn't
sparked
just
it.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
It was also Holly.
Fluffy probably was a bigger part because he loved Fluffy.
I was pissed off about Fluffy.
Right.
But Tommy, let's say Tommy was more upset about Holly. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, it was more of the Holly situation. So, and so now you're seeing Angie trying to connect the dots. She meets up with Tasha again to find out what Ghost's alibi is going to be, what's Tommy's alibi is going to be. She actually goes to Tommy's mother's house,
yeah.
confronts his mother, and actually Tommy shows up. And so now she's just trying to make sure that she saves her own ass, and it was a little thottish, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel, but
I could agree where you're going.
the whole situation with Greg Knox, and you want to kind of, because she knew what she was doing, in my opinion.
Of course.
You're going to go show up in the guy's apartment. I'm sorry, she did that. She did something before that. I believe they met at a lobby, and you saw how she grabbed his arm and kind of
Kind of
suggestive.
brought him in a little bit there.
Yeah. and
Meanwhile, Ghost sitting in the car like Orange Juice Jones watching the whole shit. Ghost sitting there like a detective just.
But then she shows up at Greg Knox's apartment, and so they're having a conversation, and you kind of saw where it was leading, and they end up having sex, and you kind of see that she's really not into it. She sees the picture.
Yeah, this
of,
definitely wasn't. Yeah, she kept looking at Ghost, the picture of Ghost on the wall.
Yeah, it's really,
man.
really awkward. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was something.
It definitely
really,
wasn't her table scene with Ghost. Yes.
It's funny because the reason why I knew something was coming up was because before the episode started, it had said nudity and strong sexual content, and nothing had happened till then. So I was like, nah, this is where the strong sexual content
You
has
damn
happened.
sure pay attention to those warnings.
Absolutely. I was like, it hasn't happened yet, so it has to happen now.
Every time he sees the end, he gets hyped.
Like,
Yes! Nudity, yes.
Yay! So anyway, so they have sex, and so it's funny. Greg Knox makes a call, and he says, "I think I can link Angie to James
They
Fitzpatrick."
were both using each other.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
Absolutely. But what did you guys think about Angie's motive, and was it a genuine?
Nope.
I want to get back with Greg Knox, or was this? I'm just gonna have sex with you just to get information or kind of get my name in the clear.
I second that one.
Right.
Get my name in the clear.
Yes.
Because she knows Knox is the one putting most of the heat towards her.
Right.
And he has the most against her.
Right.
Obviously. So
Because
she's
he broke. I mean, she broke his heart.
broke his heart, messed him up with his job.
Right.
I mean, he's back now, granted, but still, you put that kind of accusation on somebody.
Right.
And he,
It's
of
kinda
course,
hard to
thinks
forgive
that
him.
she's the reason why he got shot in the chest a couple of times, too. So.
Right. So they're still trying to figure out who the leak is. So I didn't, Angie to me, and I don't know how you guys feel, has become an unpopular character in my opinion
Oh,
now.
yeah, that's a fact.
Because now it's gotten to the point where if you're willing to do that, I mean, where
What else? Yeah, how low can you go here? Yes.
Yeah.
She'll go even further.
Nah, I mean, again, this is about survival. You're gonna do anything you can do to survive, and I don't think anyone in this cast is incapable of doing that.
Yeah.
Like they are all capable of doing whatever they have to do to survive.
Right.
You know what's funny? I think one thing I can respect about her is her questioning is really good, and she listens really well, and she tries to catch people.
Right.
And I'm telling you, Tommy. One thing I did say that I'll take credit for is that Tommy was going to be the smart guy out of the group, and he's putting Angie in check, saying, "What's it smart for you to come here because you know you're being followed." And he's putting Ghost in check at the same time.
Right.
Because Ghost is out of his head right now, and Tommy's like the calm one, planning a strategy that he's not even going to tell Ghost about.
Right. I mean, Ghost just wants out though, man. Ghost just wants, because he lost the account for the hotel, so he just wants a club to. He just wants to expand his club.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to do.
That's what he wants.
In my belief, I think he legitimately wants to get out of the game, but there's just too many things, especially with Milan around, that's kind of ruining everything.
It's like the meme says about him. He just wants to text Angie and walk around the club all day.
Right.
That's it. That's the life he wants to live. He ain't trying to do too much else. This drug shit is beneath him. He's over it already. He's been there, done that, and that's it.
And
But
what did you think about the situation with Tasha and Lakesha? Because Lakesha finds out that there was so much more to this than what she thought.
right. So
And
now,
then there's a confrontation between Milan and Lakesha. I mean Tasha and Lakesha, and we see Tommy going to the salon.
Yep.
We don't know what happened.
yeah, I was about to say.
but
So now, is it understood that Tommy killed Lakesha?
Pretty much, I think he's.
I'm going to make
she's
a
off.
prediction. I think
So-
Milan gave Tommy the order.
So
to
no more
off.
bad sex scenes with Lala.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying. That's over.
I think
that's
that
fine.
might be
It's
it.
one and done.
Yeah, it's one of them.
We've been wrong before. We always get
We
reminded
have, yo.
about
She
it.
could be back. She'll be back season 3.
But what do you guys think about the interaction between Tasha and Lakesha?
I think it was a breaking point. I think that Tasha already showed signs, and Keisha was suspicious in the first place. She didn't trust her, and then afterwards, when people started coming in there and people she didn't know, she already had a hunch already, and that was it. She got the gotcha moment.
I don't like it when civilians get killed. Like she's not in the game at all.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's
you're
really
right,
not
yeah.
much of a reason to put the if she cooperates with what you're trying to do, just leave her be. Like she's not in the
Yeah,
game. So
you're
like
right.
for her to get off, yeah, with the breast down to the knees, yeah. But that's no
Leave
reason.
her alone.
That's no reason to do anyone like that. It's
Well,
just
you know what she got
it's
off?
wrong, man.
You know where she got off? Milan ain't stupid. Milan knew that she was listening. She did
Right.
that little trip thing, try to just
Right.
end the conversation, and saw that look. Oh, Milan's gonna be like, she's a witness. Take her out.
I think Tommy might have canceled her Christmas.
But I feel for her. She was always the Robin.
Yeah,
Remember
she
she told Sean, she said, yo, damn, everything I got from Tasha.
Right.
She's
right.
showing her secondhand bag and boots and all that.
Right. Do you, if you're in Lakeisha's position, do you take the $500,000 and
Somebody stop
keep
you
your
right
mouth
there.
shut?
Hell yeah. You ain't even got to finish the question.
So you take the bag and you leave it, you shut the F up, basically.
Yes. If the alternative is Tommy canceling my Christmas, yes.
Or doing time, because now you're an accessory.
This is true too.
So that's the thing. That's what she's so upset about is you've put me in a
You
position
jeopardize
where
my business. Yeah.
where not only jeopardize my business,
And
but
my
you could
freedom.
jeopardize my freedom, and I don't get to spend time with my kid. So she had every right to be upset. So and I don't know if I accept the money, but I can see where.
Nah, not you.
Yeah.
So
I
wait.
have
so,
a standard here.
So it's
Have
still
morale.
we're in awe still.
Right.
We're wondering. Do you think that Tommy found out that the bag was there and gave her a chance to leave, or Tommy said, "Nope, you ain't taking that money"?
Well, that's.
Tommy ain't walking in looking like he was trying to have conversation.
There was.
I saw Christmas canceling in that man's eyes, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is. It doesn't look like. Well, listen, we've been wrong.
Huh.
We get reminded of it.
And y'all
so,
damn
yeah.
sure gonna let us know.
So predictions for the next episode. I mean, well, your first overall sense of this episode. Were you disappointed? Were you content? Were you happy?
It didn't move me.
Right.
But like
Because you made the prediction these next 3 episodes were going to be.
Yeah, and this one definitely wasn't crazy.
Right.
But again, it's a setup for 2 crazy These next 2 episodes,
They better be crazy.
are going to be bananas. No
Right.
doubt about. I mean, it's the final 2 episodes of the season, so
Right.
a lot's going to happen. I'm glad they ain't killed Tariq.
Right.
So damn sure pulled the
Yet
strap out
we
on
don't know
little
that
Tariq.
yet.
Okay, well, I'm glad he didn't do it this weekend.
Okay.
Please. Yeah, these next 2 episodes are going to be bananas. I think a lot of loose ends and questions are going to be answered, but then new questions are going to,
Right.
appear. So look forward to that.
Does Andre survive this season?
No, I think he's the one most likely to die.
Right.
I think Dre's the one most likely to die because, again, he's in the middle of Ghost and Kanan,
Right.
and that's a problem.
And Kanan's a loose cannon anyway, so he.
But
really
he doesn't know. To me, he does whatever he has to do to survive.
Right.
Just like Angie does, but he just does it differently. So he'll tell Kanan whatever.
Right.
Then he'll go back and tell Ghost whatever too. So like, I'm still not sure who he's more loyal to.
Right.
I just know he fears Kanan more.
Okay. The Tommy's position now, because Tommy's in a very, I don't want to say a weird place, but Tommy's in a spot where he feels like he can take the lead, and because one of the dilemmas was, well, I hope Ghost lets me know that he has a plan to get rid of Milan.
But see, here's the thing. In the preview for next episode,
Right.
you see Tommy and Ghost's face. You're gonna have to tell me,
Right.
blah blah blah. So now, it all depends on what Ghost does.
Right.
Ghost has a way of knowing, all right, let me stop the bullshit. Let me
Right.
tell. He has a way of doing that.
Right.
Obviously, he's done that with Angie in the past, etc. So if he does that with Tommy, that may make things right again.
Because
if not, I don't know.
Here's the thing, because you get rid of Milan, does Tommy still remain second in charge, even though Ghost wants to get out because he already promised Ruiz everything? Or
True.
if
he
Milan
promised
stays,
Dre some of that too. Like he's making a lot of promises.
that's what I'm saying. But Milan is still around. Tommy sees a future. Now it could all be lip service, but
Definitely.
in his mind, he's saying, "Listen, I have an opportunity to be the head man of one of the most ruthless organizations."
I'm glad you brought up Ruiz. Ruiz dies too soon.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
Ruiz,
so? Yeah.
Ruiz should have been dead when he went over Ghost's head to speak to Lobos in season 1.
Right.
Like that already. Was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
was Like
Yeah.
come on, like Ruiz has time and time again proven his unloyalty to this great organization. Okay, it is what it is. All right. So
right.
either he goes back to Cali and sweeps floors,
Right.
or he dies. One or the other. I'm serious. So like, as far as whatever promises he made to Reese, he just wants Reese to do what he wants to do, and I think Reese is done.
Okay, so we're looking at Lakesha going, we're looking at Andre going,
Yes.
and we're looking at Ruiz going.
Correct.
Anybody else? Sandoval going, I think.
Sandoval.
Who's gonna? Ooh, maybe one of Lobos's people who remains kills him.
I don't think
Because
so.
I'm like, who's gonna kill Sandoval? Sandoval may
Knox,
serve
maybe?
time. Why would Knox kill him?
because Knox is on him right now, and
Yeah, but Knox wouldn't kill him. Knox still a cop.
No, the reason why I think is they could be, 2 of them could
Unless
get
it's
to an
proven
altercation.
before,
Exactly.
unless it's
They could get to
proven,
altercation.
and then there's an altercation between the two.
Yeah.
That's
He's
the
on them,
only.
too.
That's probably the only way. I don't see Ghost doing them.
Nah.
That'd be too much.
I
on
don't
them.
see any of those cops or those state's attorneys or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't see them getting killed per se.
Yeah.
I think one may face the judge though.
Yeah.
But I don't see them getting
We've
killed.
all been wrong. So
But again,
it doesn't
exactly.
matter, yeah.
I'll be here next week apologizing. Yes.
I'll give Milan some respect though. You know me about leadership, but he has a way of getting to people's heads. The way he
Well,
got
no,
to,
he's
man.
definitely he knows exactly what he's
crap
doing.
It's
he got
simple.
there, boy.
It's
He got
fear.
me.
Yeah.
Well, if not even just fear though. He got
all
me.
it is. It's
I
fear.
felt like a man. I felt like I was about to run town.
Yo, somebody actually asked me. Do you remember the scene when he was talking to Tommy rather? He was eating.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, yo, was that a human being? Was that the Chinese dude? I was like, yo, but it looked like oxtail.
Yeah, it looked like oxtail in my opinion, right? I was like, that looked good too.
It did.
Hungry? Oh gosh, no.
I don't know why Tommy refused. I'd have been right there.
Nah,
Yeah, sure.
no way.
Play for me too.
Nah.
All right, guys. Any more predictions?
No, I think y'all.
I just hope we
definitely-
find out what the inner workings of this plan Ghost has. The only reason why he's getting drunk is because he's spending time at the bar to look at where
the whole cigarettes are coming
cigarettes
from.
are coming up.
And he's
coming
seeing people come in, so it looks like a muscling kind of business where
Right.
people come in and they get their money and all that,
Right,
and they dip out.
That's why I think he's actually. You can't just sit at the bar with having one drink.
But
You
it's
got-
clear he's had a drinking issue.
Yeah,
in the past
yeah,
from
yeah.
what
in the
Tasha has
past.
said.
Right.
See,
So that
vice
gets a lot.
versa again. The cocaine hasn't been on the scenes for a while, and the alcohol is getting in there, and now Tommy's have to be the one to tell him to chill out.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
So you see the roles reversing.
Yeah,
now,
right.
Tommy
Exactly.
and Ghost.
Exactly.
And Milan said it. Milan said it when he had that meeting with Tommy. The roles have reversed. He needs you now.
All right. Well, let's just hope that these next 2 episodes are crazy. They've kept our interest
No
throughout
doubt.
this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
season. This has been the Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio Show presents the Power Review Show. Thank you so much for subscribing. Also encourage others to subscribe to SMB TV, excuse me. Also listen to our morning show, man, every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. only on Soundcast FM and Facebook Live on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunday Morning Breakfast. For Preach, Voice, Bino, thank you for watching, and check us out next week. Peace.